Hello and welcome to another Elliott analysis. So today I want to go through a few instruments, right, and why I think that the rally, right, for yesterday is probably the last that we have seen. So let's start with gold, right? Gold, previously we have identified that this is a fourth wave, right, since this October, right? We have completed wave A and wave B, and we are currently in wave C. Right. So wave C over here, you see that there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let me just update this wave here, right? So that it's clearer that I'm talking about this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we have this ABC here, right? So over here, let me just do this ABC. Right, so this is A, B, C. Right, so for this, I think it will be minor degree. My definition of minor degree, right? So this also minor degree. So what we have over here will then be wave one of C, right? We are expecting a 5 wave, so this is wave one of C. Okay, and then we have a of wave two of C. Okay, so let's look at this wave two, and you see that actually I've drawn this Fibonacci extension so against wave A itself, right? So A, B, and C, right? So actually C is slightly missed the target, okay, of 1:1, right? So I believe is based on your risk profile, right? Whether you want to enter now or you want to wait and see whether you hit this 1:1 target at the 4157, right? Should be fine. Okay, so for gold, right? We are in fourth wave again, three. We are in four. Okay, fourth wave. So this drop should be a strong one, right? Because it's a wave three of C. Okay, so let me just put in the short position over here, right? So you can put it slightly above this 1:1, right? And then let's use the bottom of wave A first. This is more of a conservative target, but as I mentioned in my previous videos, right? The some Elliott wave uh, analysis may tell go all the way down to the apex of this wave 4 triangle, right? If not, this is the short term target, and then we have another target over here. Okay, this is based on previous one, so be more conservative first, right? We'll review it again when we reach this point. Okay, so this is for gold, right? And then let's talk about the Nikkei, right? Similarly for Nikkei, you see that we have this wave one down, right? Wave two, then this is actually another wave one, wave two, another wave one again. Okay, so it is a series of wave one and two, right? And over here, this morning, okay, Asian hours, right? It has actually completed the correction, right? So you see over here is A, B, and C, and this one also nicely. A equals to C. Okay, it slightly missed a bit, but yeah, it came down. Okay, so this is 1 hour before Nikkei starts, so it's pre-market, right? When Nikkei starts, it just collapsed through. So how do we know that this is completed, right? Is because over here you see that it actually broke with the low of wave B, right? So over here it might do a bit of bouncing here and there before the final collapse. So the trick here is really to have a position that you can hold on, right? Where yeah, the 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 stop should be above here, but then as of now that I'm talking, right, this may be too far away. It's 1,000 points away, so you might want to look into a lower time frame to look at the wave structure, right? So over here, if you look at the wave structure, then you will see that if you enter here, right, you might want to do a stop here, right? Because there is this consolidation over here. Like if this is a 1 2 and a 1, right, it shouldn't go above this price, right? And then you see that there is also another resistance here, right? So slightly above, but it's still quite a bit, so it's about 400 points, right? But the overall potential is also very huge, right? If you want to look at this, right, overall potential you might look at could be here at least, right? Or because for Nikkei, right, identified that it has really completed the five wave, right, the final wave. So if you can hold this, we are really looking into for a crash over the longer term, right? So in fact, it could go all the way down to over here, which is 30,500, right? But then let's not set a target so far, right? So let's look at previous wave four, right? So over here is 45,000. So there's at least another 3,500 around there of potential in the short term. Okay, so this is for Nikkei, right? Then look at Nasdaq, right? So previously I talked about Nasdaq, right? And I thought that this is the end already, right? So I thought that because this is going for wave two of three, right? So previously I labeled the subwave two over here, right? So unfortunately this is wrong. But if you have followed the stop loss, you will be stop out here, right? And then you have a 400 points lead in terms of you stop out, and then now you can enter 400 points higher if you are shorting this. So similarly for uh Nasdaq, right, you have a 1:1 relationship between for this ABC for wave two, sub wave two of three of three, right? So if I'm going to do this, right, so let's do this like this is a B and a C, right? So there's is a slightly extended over, right? And if you look at the phase one retracement, right, you see that it is also quite near to 78.6%. In fact, it's so near that you can just ignore, you can just assume that it is, right? So it actually retraces all the way. So since previous I was wrong, I'll just move this up, right? And just keep this short-term target over here, okay, for Nasdaq. So it will be the same for S&P 500 also, right? So I will just go to the Asian markets, okay, now. So this is Hong Kong. This is a Hang Seng index. Okay, I didn't really update this wave count, right? So so previously there was a breakdown earlier. I don't think I updated for Hong Kong uh for the longest time yet. So let's see. Right, so if you type Hong Kong, no, there's nothing over here. So Hang Seng, though the last time is April, right? April, that was a long time ago, right? So I believe that this is probably wrong. So anyway, it will be stopped out based on what I've given, right? So over here, Hong Kong, right? He really is trying to use what do you call that? Beta, right? The market beta. If the whole market's fall, I expect Hong Kong to fall together, right? So and if you have to start the wave here, this will be wave one, right? And then we have a complex wave two, okay, complex wave two, and then here should be a wave one. So wave one, and then another wave two, right? So over here, the interesting thing is that if you draw this trend line over here, right, you see that it slightly breached, but then it failed to stay above this trend line, and then it came back down. Okay, so let me just label this also so that it's clearer for everyone. So this one will be a wave one, okay, and then we are going to say that this is a wave two. Okay, so this wave two itself, let me just zoom in a bit so it's easier to tag. So this is a complex wave two, okay, and then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Something like this, right? So high level, okay, we don't go down into the into the more detailed counting, right? So keep things cleaner, okay, right? Because if you go into detailed counting, it might have ended here, right? And then you have the ABC here, which is irregular, right? If it looks better, right? Okay, then this is this is a correction up. So from here I can see this is probably a ABC X ABC. Okay, so like I say, for Hong Kong, right, it doesn't really follow wave that cleanly. So I would say that this one will be a subwave one of 3, right? And then over here you have a subwave 2 of 3. Okay, where's my tag? So this is a subwave 2 of 3. Okay, now yeah, from Hong Kong support and resistance is important. So you see over here it actually retraces to wave 4 here, this region, right? So this is this will be the cleaner part of this technical analysis, right? So over here, similarly, if you're going to short this, you just put it over here, okay, and then you can put it above here, right? So for those of you who think that is it may be, you know, too far away, okay, how far is this? We are talking about actually it's not too bad, okay, it's about 200 points away, okay, 200 points away. So let me see whether there is a better settings. No, okay, so this will be a stop loss, so adjust your size accordingly so that you can hold on to this position if you are trading this. Okay, so make it smaller based on how you want to. So over here similarly we use a previous support over here, right? So I believe this will be breached, so I will not set this as a target. What I mean is here, right, I believe these 2 points will be breached, right? So let's go down further. This is an important support. You see, there's multiple points over here, right? It's an important support, right? So I also want to put in a line over here to show that this is an important support. This region is an important support. Okay, so so between these 2 lines, it's not locking to my. Let me just use another one. Just zoom in. It's either I need to change the mouse or this locking has to be better. Okay, so around here, right, is important support, which I believe it will break and will break cleanly. So then we can also use the Fibonacci extension, right? If this is wave 1, right, over here, I am. Let me see. This is a bit kind of naughty. So over here. So over here, 1:1 is 1.6. 1:1 is here, right? I believe you'll break through this and goes to 1.618 here at least. So we are talking about this target over here. Okay, this will be short to medium target, right? Short to medium target. Even though I do expect a crash based on the confluence of factors, right? But that's be a bit more conservative. Adjust our expectations a bit, right? Move it over here. Okay, so this will be the target for Hang Seng Index. Okay, so similarly is down, right? So like I said, adjust your size accordingly based on, you know, the 200 point stop loss. Okay, that's for the equities market and gold also. Right, so for Bitcoin, previously I put in and say that, you know, this is a 1 2 3 4, right? So over here, you have been stop out if you follow my um idea, right? So this one also requires some update. Okay, so let's remove this. Over here, you see that, you know, this is, if this wave 1 wave, then this wave 4 itself actually slightly breach, goes into the wave 1 territory. So this by right is not allowed in Elliott wave, and also over here it potentially could be a five wave, right? So there is a chance that we'll see. So if this goes up and make a new and comfortably sit within this, then we know we need to readjust this. But as of now, I'm still expecting a final wave down. Okay, so if you are short this, a new short will be, you know, just do it at the high over here, right? Just put in over here the stop loss, okay, and we keep this target over here. case target over here. So that's for Bitcoin. Ethereum is slightly different because I see that it might have completed a 5 wave or not. So it's a bit volatile over here for Ethereum. You see there's like it looks like an diagonal, right? Over here, this 1 2 3 4 5, right? Or it could be a leading diagonal 2 3 4 and 5. So I'm not too confident with Ethereum and also the Bitcoin, at least on the lower degree. Okay, so for now maybe keep a bit more neutral, but as I mentioned previously, because Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these cryptos, right, they have a high beta to the equities market now. So because I expect S&P 500 to fall and even go to fall, right? So I would expect then Bitcoin and Ethereum to also fall, right? But this is a high level without really go into details of the other wave analysis. Okay, so that's it for now, right? And good luck in your trading. Remember to keep your risk tight. Thank you.